Okay, here's the demo on how to apply the 3D fiber mascara. Comes in this sleek box. All the mascaras come packaged just like this. You open it up just like an eye case and they're packaged like that. So I'm just going to show you how I apply my mascara. I've been wearing it now for probably 7 months, so I've tried a lot of different tricks, and so this is what I find that works best for me. So when I hold it just like this. This is going to be your gel that's just like your normal mascara, and then your fiber. This is what the gel looks like. It looks just like typical mascara, and this is what your fibers look like. They are all natural green tea fibers, so you don't have to worry about them hurting your eyes, even if they flake into your eye. It's not going to burn or anything like that. So what I typically do first is I start with one eye and I put the gel on. I put a good coat of the gel because the fibers have to stick to the gel. So put a good coat of the gel on. Get them really good. Gotta do the ugly mascara face at the same time. Okay, now that I got a good gel coat on, I go back with the fibers. And I like to roll the fiber wand on the back of my hand just to pack the fibers in so they're not all over the place. And then I like to focus just on the tips of my eyelashes. I don't cover the whole thing because, let's face it, this is to make them longer and thicker towards the end. So I put that on and then I let it set, and then I go to the other eye and I do the same thing. Put the gel coat on, put a good coat. Make sure I get a nice coating on. You know that you have a good coat when you can start to see your eyelashes. So just make sure you get a good coat of that on there. And don't worry if you get a little on the top of your eyelids, you can go back and clean it up later. So once again, I go back and apply the fibers, just focusing on the tips. Tips only. And the more that you do this, you get really good and really fast at it. And then now that I've let it sit for a minute, the secret to making this work is to make sure you seal in the fibers. So now I'm going to go back to the first eye that I did, and I am going to put the gel back on top, and you can see the difference already. This is just one coat. I typically will do 2, maybe 3 more coats, just because I like to make them really long. And I like to do lighter coats where it's not so clumpy. Some people put it on a little too much and it makes it really clumpy. So I like to do light coats. So now that I have another good coating on there, I will go back and I'll apply the fibers right on top again. But this time I'm turning the fiber wand straight up. So I'm really making sure I'm just focusing on each individual eyelash. So you can really see the difference that it's making right now. And I let that sit again, and then I'm going to go back to the eye again, the other eye, and I'm going to do the coat, seal the fibers back in. And I got a little bit above my eyelash, but on my eyelid. I'll clean that up in a minute. So you can really see the difference that it's making. And I know a lot of people are saying, I don't like clumpy lashes. I don't like to make them look like spider legs, but if you apply it the right way, you're not going to have that, I promise you. So I'm just going to focus once again. I've sealed the coat. Now I'm going back, focusing once again, really turning the wand facing upward, focus on each individual lash. And you can really see the difference here. Okay, now I'm going to seal the last coats that I just did. Go back and seal those fibers in. This is the important part. Don't forget that you want to make sure you're sealing those fibers in. because if you don't, that's where the flaking comes from. I get a lot of people that say, my lashes are flaking all day. I'm getting fibers all over my face. That's because you're not sealing in your fibers. So, and if you do a little trick right here, if you close your eye a little bit and really get that coat on there, then you'll really get that length in your lashes. Let me go back to the other eye and we will seal that last coat in that I just did on this side as well. So, all right. So as you can see, I have a little bit above my eyelids, but I'll clean that up in a minute. But you can see the difference that it really makes by using this mascara. Love it.